Hey Pisces, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your timeless tarot and oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you at the time of seeing this. That being said, be discerning. Never give your power away to tarot. This is all meant to lift you up. And speaking of which, if you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Pisces and cross-watchers alike to pray for you, simply say hello or leave an emoji, whatever you feel like sharing in the comment section. It gives us something that we can focus on with our energy that represents you. So let's start with an oracle card. This is the Mudra deck. If you've been to my channel before, you'll know that this is one of my favorite decks to use because it gives you also a hand gesture to kind of empower the message, something that you can physically do on your end. And this one, this I think you might have gotten this last time. Wow. This is an objective in mind. I can and I will. And this is how you do it. You put your hands together and then you lift up the middle finger and put them together and you put the thumbs together. And this is your affirmation. Each small step brings satisfaction and brings me closer to my goal. This mudra activates the circulation, is beneficial for all your organs, and strengthens you at all levels. It says, the purpose of life, Pisces, consists in setting targets which are appropriate for you and which contribute to your satisfaction and joy. Allow yourself to take life's challenges one small step at a time. Never mind whether you are trying to learn something, change, build, or cure something, or perhaps just pursuing some sport or another. Give yourself a main target, preferably in writing, then divide it up into sub-targets, which you can tackle stage by stage and begin immediately. The small successes strengthen your will, and soon your enthusiasm will begin to carry you along with it. I love that. You know, there is something magical. I was just talking to somebody about this, and it might have been in a reading yesterday. There is something magical that occurs with the power of words, right? And the more we actually follow our words with action, the stronger that integrity grows. So pretty soon we can say something like, that seems very hard to achieve. Like, I'm going to sail around the world. I think that this was this isn't a personal reading. I'm going to sail around the world. You don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know when you're going to do it. But the fact that you've said it now, because you have a relationship of integrity to your word, that's when a magical starts to happen in the universe. You know, things just pop up, opportunities, people, they kind of step into that path and they help you make it possible. So I'll leave it at that. Let's get into your tarot reading. It's already taking a shape. What shape that is, I couldn't tell you. It seems something around ambitious goals, setting goals. All right. And if you haven't yet, please consider hitting the like button. Help the channel grow. Thank you so much. All right. What's coming towards our Pisces? Only love and light in this space. Taking only the cards that fly out for you. They have to join the conversation to be heard. We start with sticking to your convictions, believing in yourself, fighting off doubts. We're going to get a general view of where we're going with the energy, and then we'll unpack it further for you. Ooh, cool. Justice card. So if you are going through anything legal, anything contractual, this is a really great sign that it's going to be balanced. It's going to be fair in the end. But either way, if it's not legal even, this means that there's a great balancing happening. We'll find out more about that in just a moment. What's coming towards my Pisces? What do they need to know about? All right. I'm going to need clarity on that one. We have somebody popping up in your world here. It could be your energy or somebody else. But it's coming out as the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a visionary. The King of Wands is somebody who's very confident and acts on their visions. Considering that you have this as your oracle card, an objective in mind, I can and I will, that's very King of Wands energy. So you might be stepping into that role in your life. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is an overall energy that's being cast over the reading. And Seven of Pentacles is really kind of a pause. It's a fork in the road where you kind of take a look at everything you've built. You would take a look at if this is in the context of your career, you're taking a look at that. If this is in the context of your relationships and the way that you live out your relationships, that's what you're taking a look at. And this is a point at which you kind of wonder, should I be doing it differently? Or do I just continue doing it the way that I've been doing it, and things will be fine, they'll work out? Got two squirrels fighting over there. I'm rooting for the one on the left. What is the Seven of Wands? I apologize, by the way, that there's a big, huge, ugly barbecue in the background. Sorry, guys. That's not very pretty. I wanted this to be pretty for you. Do I have any Pisces with Libra in their chart? I'm especially sorry for you guys. I know that you love beauty. Justice card. I know that you appreciate beautiful things. All right. I know because I'm a Pisces and I appreciate beautiful things. Okay, so this is filling out the picture. We do have Eight of Wands in reverse, and I really want to find out what that is, because when it's upright, it's talking about movement, could be travel, fast movement, communication. And when it's not upright, it's upside down, it means that there might have been stalled communication, or things have come to a halt as far as travels. And that's going to get interesting to get into, because we got some clarifiers. All right. So I do feel like communication has kind of been drawn to a halt. Beat starts with playing. There was somebody, I think, that has been wanting to come towards you. They want to say something. They want to get something off their chest with the Knight of Swords upside down. But then we have this great pause. There's our Seven of Pentacles once again. So we might be readjusting the plans, right? Maybe something you've said, something you've expressed, Pisces, has brought communication to a halt. And it's bringing introspection instead, self-evaluation instead, possibly not just on your end, but on the end of another individual who is calling off the dogs. They're calling off, like they're telling themselves, you know, I'm not going to approach Pisces yet with what I want to say. This does feel like it's around communication. Boundaries could be at play. It does feel like it's about balance and a sense of what's right. Pisces, you have in clarity to this Justice card with truth and balance. We have somebody coming towards you wanting to make a gesture of kindness or care or love. The cups represent emotions, they represent relationships, they represent creativity. So this is somebody coming towards you who wants to make this gesture, most likely within your community, within your friend group. Let's find out a little bit more of this, about this. Interesting. Wow, that one flew. What a reach. Okay. Okay, wow. There, okay, all right. Okay. So this is the Moon card upside down. Something's being revealed to you. So somebody's coming towards you, I think, that you have not spoken to in a while. And they are in your friend group. They're making a gesture. Maybe they even have had a crush on you for a while. I think you're getting some attention for sure. Three of Pentacles. I think the more people you are making an impression on, you talk to about your goals, your visions, your ambitions, the more you are enrolling them in your vision, people are gravitating towards you. I think you're coming out of a place of, I can do this alone. And you're going into a place of, others want to help me. Others want to support and collaborate with me. But, you know, we do have this parallel theme going on in your reading, which is this communication that's come to an end, a halt at least. I don't want to say an end forever. For some of you guys it is. But I think regarding this pause in communication with another individual, there's a little bit of information that's been left out. And I say that because here's our pause, Eight of Wands upside down, possibly travel too, okay? Then we've got the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is an immature page of communication. This generally means sometimes it's children or a youthful person, but this can also mean just not having enough information or just surface level information. And it's brought on a death here. A death, not literal, but a death to a chapter, a death to a plan to travel, a plan to make progress forward. So we do have this theme going along. And I think Pisces, you are at the foundation of the situation when you're seeing this. This is what you care about most. You're toggling back and forth. You're trying to look at different perspectives. You might be a little confused. You might be reprioritizing where you put your focus, but this is the end goal, is happiness and harmony in your relationships. The long game, the big picture, specifically about where you invest your heart space, who you invest in. Anything else about that? 10 of Cups. Oh boy, followed up by the 10 of Swords. There's kind of a cleaning out that's happening. I think that you're evaluating somebody in your life. And I think that you're trying to decide, are they good for me or are they bad for me? Do I see the big, long game with them? Most likely this is a partner in your life. And I think for many of you, you've brought this to a quick end. Anything else about that 10 of Swords? And keep in mind, we've got this Justice card here. I don't think that it's such an easy decision for all of you. But this is clarity, I think. Something's got to go in order to be happy. So it's clarity about something regarding your relationships. And it could be how you even are working with your relationships. Maybe there's some self-introspection there. Maybe you're realizing, hey, I've got a pattern here, I need to change. It could be that that you might have some interesting reveals, because this is clarity, this is information, this is a message coming through, whether it's an epiphany or somebody is actually a friend is coming forward with this, somehow adding clarity to a situation. In the end, it's very beautiful, because your intentions, we live towards our intentions, right? And so your intentions are fair. It's about balance, and it's about kind of getting back what you put in. But I think there's a lot of self-introspection in there as well. You do feel very strong in your convictions about something, and that strength in your belief is what has put to a halt communications that are actually right behind the door, that are knocking. It's up to you whether or not you want to open that door. I would like to I'm going to get a Angels of Abundance card on this. Got 2. Let's listen to it. So we have ask for your needs to be met. I know that is hitting hard for some people. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask, Pisces, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Sometimes it's hard for Pisces to ask other people to assist them, right? Because we're much more comfortable assisting others, even sensing what they need. But now is not a time necessarily for that. Oh, and back to our success message. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose, Pisces. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. And it does seem that you're kind of in a big organization process as well, right? There's a sense of like moving forward with your goals and ambitions, but there's this big evaluation theme in your reading. And isn't that also a type of organizing? So I'm wishing you luck with this. I am going to go on to an extended reading, actually, for anybody who wants to follow me for advice and a deeper reading. That's going to be a link in the description box below. Simply expand it, hit the more button underneath the video, And if this is where I leave you, I adore you. Thank you for joining me. Consider subscribing and joining the family. Take good care. Bye-bye.